and it's over. When the bandit player round ends, start the samurai round. To know how many actions he will play, he has these action chips. He can choose one of them and turn it over. If he chooses this one, he will have 7 actions to play his round. The samurais can do whatever of these 3 actions, that is combat, movement or leaderships. Since I have 7 actions, I can do whatever action of those with any of the samurais. Every time I do one action, I put one of the chips on the samurai to know I did that action, and I have this indicates how many actions I did in the current turn. Once the samurai card has one of the chips, I can do again this action till I remove the chip. And since I have 7 actions, I can do, for example, attack with Kibagami and also move, use the leadership of Akane, move when Shin, attack with Akemi, and so on, as 7 actions that I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, for example. It's not necessary that you use all the actions you have to play with. You can use less, but all the actions that you don't use in the current turn will be actions that the bandit player can use for his turn. Samurai can also attack bandits. To do it, they must be in adjacent squares. I have to roll 1 dice, and I get 1, okay, and add to the combat value. So my attack value is 5. Now I can kill as many bandits as the value tag I had. For example, I can kill this one with 2, when a defense of 2, and I still remain 3 points of attack. I kill this one, and I don't have more points to kill this one. The movement action is when a samurai can move as many village squares as its movement value. For example, Kibagami has 3, so he can move 3 village squares as maximum. If he wants to move only 2, it's fine, but never more. Samurai players can use also the leadership of the samurais to order attacks from the villagers' houses of the palisade. To do it, he used the leadership value. In this case, Kibagami has 5, so he must be at less than 5 village squares to the palisade or the village houses. For example, Kibagami orders these villagers' houses to attack this archer bandit. He can do it since he's at 2 village square distance. So we reveal the combat value of the villager's house in this case is 0. So I took 1 die and roll it. I get 6. That is higher than the value of the defense of the archer, that is 2. So I kill him. The Kibagami can also order an attack to the palisades because he's at 3 square distance. The attack value of the palisade is -1, and when 1 die, we can kill several bandits, since the deployment square is like we are playing in the same one. So I roll the dice, I get 2, -1, I had a value of 1. I can kill anybody because they had a defense of 2. When the samurai player does all his action, he moves all the action tokens. To know, these samurais can do this action till he removes all the tokens from the illustration. And now, the next round. In the next round, the bandit player has as many actions and as the card he discards. For example, in this case, he discarded 5, plus all the tokens on the samurai's cards. In this case, 7. So he has 12 actions to play, plus all the actions that the samurai players didn't use, in this case 0. When the samurai players choose an action chips when one action icon, the first he does is remove all those kinds of action tokens from the samurai cards. For example, this one. Now the samurais can attack, and he gets 3 action points and turn over. When this one, you can remove the combat tokens. When this one, the movement tokens, leadership tokens. When this one, you can remove 2 of whatever kind, and when this one, you remove all of them, all kind, and you have 0 action to play with. When we reach a turn in red, marked in red, the bandit player, instead of get so many action points at the card he discards, he reveals the letter of the card he has in his hand. If there is a samurai in the sector of the card, that samurai dies immediately and is removed of the game. After that, the bandit gets all the action cards to their hand and he plays the turn as normal. Okay, let's play a game and see how it goes. I will play as samurai. Now the bandit discards 1 card, 2 cards in this case, because in the first turn we have the yellow mark. He discards 5 and a 6. So he gets 11 action to play with. He plays a bandit, so he uses 1 action and put in any deployment square, that one. He attack the palisade, so we reveal the value. He uses 1 dice, minus his attack is 2, so the defense is 2 also, so he needs a 4 or more. Okay, he wins, so he unarmed the palisade. Now he turned over because he attacked. He used more actions to play another bandits. Okay, 3 actions and play the mounted bandit. 1 more to come into the village. He moves 3 because he has a movement value of 3 per action. He used 2 actions to play an archer. And he used 2 actions to play 2 bandits. And he used his land action to attack the palisade when a bandit. The palisade value defense is 2. And the bandit combat is 2 also, so he needs a 4 or more. He gets a 6, so he wins. Okay, he turned over the bandit and he finished his phase. So it's my turn. Okay. I will use this action chip, so I have 7 actions. The first thing I will do is to attack this mounted bandit when Ryosuke. Ryosuke has a combat value of 1 and it has a defense of 3, so I need to get a 2 or more. I use the combat token on Ryosuke and I use 1 die. I got 4, so I kill it. Fine. Now I will move Ryosuke closer to the palisade, so I use the movement action token and I move. Ryosuke can move for because of his movement skill. So I move, for example, 1, 2, and no more, it's enough. Now I will use the leadership to arm the palisade again. I have a leadership of 2, so that means I have to be less than 2 squares from the palisade. To arm a palisade, I have to get in a die the same number or higher that the squares village between the palisade and the samurai. In this case is 1, so I get it. And the palisade is put again in its place. I have still 4 actions remaining. I will try to arm this palisade too. Kento has leadership of 4, and Kento is 1, 2, 3, so he can do it. I need to get a 3 or more to arm this palisade. I use the leadership of Kento. I get a 5, so I arm again the palisade. Now I still remain 3 actions that I don't want anymore, so I end my turn. Now the bandit will move the turn counter, and the bandit player faces star. He gets 3 actions because the action I didn't play, plus the card he discard, it's 7, so it's 10. I put all the action tokens up. Now he has 3 of the action I didn't play, plus 7 of the card he discarded, that is 10, plus all the tokens I have in my cards, that in this case is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it has 14 action points to play with. Okay, with those 2 bandits, he will attack that palisade. He rolled 2 dice. He used 2 actions. He gets 5, minus 2, and minus 2 is 1, and the palisade defense is 2, so he didn't get it. He turned it over. He used actions to play a mounted bandit. He will attack the palisade. We reveal the value. He has minus 1. He gets 1 action and attack it. He needs 4 or more. He get it. Fine. He used 2 actions to play an archer. He used 3 actions to play a mounted bandit. He moves 3 squares with 1 action movement and came into the village. He moves 1 archer. He has only 1 action. He attacked when the archer bandit to the palisade. He rolled the dice. He get a 4. He has 0 of combat value, and the defense is 2, so he get it. And he ends his turn. Now is the samurai turn. We're turning over again all the bandits tokens.